sunny Paulina.
Paulina's got things on pots, flower pots, like the flower pot man.
She's putting us on Facebook.
I know. My goodness me.
Here we are. We're on Zoom as well. We're on Facebook. Everything's happening.
We are exploring clubs today. That's what we're doing.
Social clubs. There we go. We're off. Paulina,
why are we? What's going on today? Tell us about these social clubs. What's happening?
Well, we have different guests today, and the plan is to talk about the experience participating in different social clubs. That now all the guests will tell which social club they belong. Because now in Folkestone, I've been building the Topiary Social Club, which is a social club with a lot of Topiary balls as members, and maybe you that are the experts in social clubs can help this club to be alive, how it has to be.
So who have we got here?
You're going in there, right? I'm sorry.
Right. Okay, so I am seated here, and I'm just going to tell you, I've got a lovely bunch of people around me at the moment. We have got Mark, who is driving the desk for us. Mark, thank you so much.
Driving me mad.
He's driving something. There's lots of knobs and things like that.
There's some headphones there for people. Headphones for people.
And so over in the corner there, now Maddie on the red microphone. Hello. Where are you from, Maddie?
I'm from Sandgate.
You're from Sandgate?
I am, yes.
And you know something about social clubs? What are you going to tell us about social clubs?
Yes, so I'm not personally a member of a social club, but I've grown up as the child of two parents who are very, very passionate members of Sandgate Members Club, and have been going there since I was a baby. So I very much grew up in that environment. So that's my experience of it.
Okay, so that's Sandgate Members Club. And then over on the black mic with the green lead, who have we got now?
We've got Tom.
Tom and
Tula.
And Tula. And where are you from?
We're from...
That's a long way to come, isn't it, for the day?
I'm from Cheriton.
Hey. Yep.
Yeah, shout out local
Shout out for Cheriton,
yeah.
I lived here for many years.
And you're going to tell us about which social club? Which social club are you
going to tell about the social club that we started about 5 years ago, which was with Age Concern, or Age UK as it's known. They closed it down. Something to do with money, I don't know. We managed to, and they opened it up again, and we took about a dozen or 20 people. We opened a social club once a fortnight for a coffee morning, and we held it in St Clements, up at the top of Wearbay Road. And funny enough, we had our very last one today, because we're actually down to about 4 people now, and it's just not worth it. So what we're going to do in future, every fortnight, we'll contact them, and we'll go somewhere and have a cup of coffee, so that we're still with them.
If I can just give you a visual that's going on here, we have Thule, who's like prodding in Tom's ear, and she's like, tell him about that. Thule, what do you want him to tell us?
That's a woman's job, isn't it, to prod people in the ear?
I'm just going to say, we can do it here now, the coffee morning. So we're going to talk with the lady, and we're going to...
You heard it here.
Carry on.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
Hopefully build
And
it
then
up
other
again.
people, they can...
And we also met each other in another social club.
That's it. That is the bingo.
Yeah, what?
In the... what's it called, the club?
Oh, down...
You see
The Foco Club?
The
Foco Club.
The Foco Club. The Foco Club. Down the bottom of Blackpool Road.
We know the Focal Club. The Flash Arrows have played there, haven't they?
Don't know.
Oh, come on!
We don't go.
You don't know the Flash Arrows? Oh, you don't go? No. Oh, right. Do apologise. Right, carry on. I know nothing.
Right.
I just want to mention, actually, we've got Simon Partridge. He's on Zoom here from Dover.
Okay.
He's
Simon Partridge on Zoom from Dover.
Hello, Simon. He's Oh, can you see him over there? No, he's not over there. He's over here.
No, we'll just wait.
He's over here.
Okay.
He's smiling.
All right.
Oh, Graham's coming on as well. There'll be lots of Here we go.
And you want to tell us from which club?
You need to let me in, Mark.
You're in now.
It's on my mobile. Sounds rubbish.
Oh, sorry, do apologise.
Big computer.
Sorry, he's got Simon here from Zoom. He's on Zoom here. He's just having a bit of trouble getting on. Yeah, I can see you, Simon. You're lovely clearly there. I can see you.
Saying, I'm trying to get in on my other computer.
Okay then, right. We're talking about social clubs at the minute. There's a couple of people from Folkestone who run the Focal Club and Social Club.
It says the meeting host will let you in soon.
I've let you in. You're in. I can see you. The power of technology.
Just saying, I'm in on my mobile, but I can't hear the audio.
Okay.
The audio is not too fantastic on my
Okay,
mobile.
Simon. Okay, right. We're just going back over because we're going to a track. We're going to go to a track. We're going to go to a little bit of a track because this could be played down the Focal Club, isn't it? Am I correct in saying that? We're going to have a track from the Focal Club?
Well, the Folk Club has all sorts of tribute bands on, and I happen to notice that they've had Tina Turner tribute. So
And she's
in
very
honour
good.
of the and Tom says she's very good, and it's this Saturday, isn't it? I think that she's on. Or very soon.
No, it was a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Ah, right.
Has it been on already?
I'm sure she did, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Well,
Oh.
this is Tina Turner in honour of the incredibly good, apparently, tribute act
Here we
that we
go.
had at Folk Club. Because this is what you get when you come to a social club, yeah?
That's
Get
right.
fun.
I can see them legs now. I can see the legs now.
Yeah, I can really see him. There we go then. That's a Tina Turner tribute from Folkestone, isn't she?
Mark,
Hello, Simon. Is that-
love to all the contributors. I'm going to have to go now.
Okay, lovely to hear from you, Simon. That's Simon in Dover there. Take care of yourself. He says love to all of you, he says.
Oh, lovely, nice.
Right, let's carry on. Where we go? Thanks for coming on,
Thanks for the
Simon.
minute, then.
All the best.
All the best.
Well, where are we going now? We've got Graham.
Oh,
Graham,
yeah.
what are you talking about today? What are you going to be talking about?
Well, I normally come in on Mondays. I normally do football results on Mondays with Mark Daniel.
We do a review of the football weekend, don't
I had
we?
it for about 2 weeks, and we always do that on the Mondays. Sometimes I'll go and say, and I'll work clients and say it me. So on Mondays,
You're too humble, actually.
Why am I?
He contributes massively.
it's always them.
He does a lot of research. He's a member of Folkestone Football Club. He pulls out the old tunnel when they come running out.
Yep.
So he's got all the information of football. We do an hour's football show, don't we, every
You always
Sunday
enjoy it every time.
on the UR Community Network internet radio station, and we just go over the whole weekends of football, don't we?
Yep.
You're a great man. Good man. Good stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well done for Graham.
Hey!
United response.
Oh, right, that's why.
Ladies, come
Sorry,
in.
carry on.
Me, I just...
If you can hear us outside, this is the live radio.
It's the topiary room.
That's it,
We
the
have
topiary
been
room.
taken over by the topiary room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And because, Paulina, you were very, what's the word, intrigued by our topiary balls when you first arrived in this country. What's that? You tell us. I'm actually trying to hold on to the microphone.
I know.
actually. Yeah, I want to go back to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where I come from, I don't see these topiary balls, so I was making these fake ones, and I was walking around the streets with them, inviting people to join my club. And some ladies that we meet in the street, they were telling me like, "What is that? What do you have there? What is that? No?" I'm like, "No, it's a topiary ball." And they were, "No, because the real topiary are green and are alive, and that's how they are." So we started talking about how the real topiary balls are. And the invitation today is also that with this Topiary Social Club, we can discuss how a real social club is and what it takes to make a club, to invite the members, to keep it running, imagine the activity. That's the invitation for the talk of tonight.
So I was thinking maybe if Maddie could pick up on what makes a social club.
Yeah, for sure. I think in my experience, people are what makes a social club. It's kind of in the name, but I think the people are what make it. You can have all the events, you can have everything about the room, and anything could be there, but it's the people who what make it at the end of the day. And I think it's the connections that form in them, it's the friendships, it's the conversations that take place, no matter how small or big they are. And I think that's to me what makes a social club, just friendships and people and community, and having a space to have that just conversation and freely let it flow between everybody.
And is it the sort of place that a single woman can walk into on her own?
I think it completely depends on the social club, and it depends on the time as well. Like when I was younger, I'm speaking specifically about the Sandgate Members Club, but women had to go in with a man, and the member was on. It was very much like a secondary thing for a woman to
Tom's
be able to
nodding
go.
there. Do you remember those days?
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously
Not
that's
good.
yeah, not great.
Not good for the ladies.
What do you do now to encourage ladies to be able to come in?
Well, I don't know really. They just come along now. You know, there's no stigma of going on their own at all.
Truly, if I were to turn up on Saturday night on my own, I could walk in and not feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. I mean, these days, God, we move on. Woo! we move on from those days. They thought we are second citizens, whereas now, we are women power.
So basically, we're saying women are allowed in the social club world.
Anywhere,
Nowadays.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And it's good. It's good.
Women have always been power.
Because, before it was...
I know.
And you have bingo as well at yours.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
How does bingo work? Do you just turn up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, what? They are membership.
Yeah.
So you can turn up and somebody can sign you in. And then you can sit and play. It's no problem.
So how do we become a member? Somebody wants to become a member. Do we know what we do?
You know how. I don't.
All you do is you just fill a simple form out, pay your £5 or whatever it is, and off you go.
And Maddie, would that be the same thing at the Sandgate one? You get a membership form?
Yep, it's very
I
similar.
think it's to do with the law or something.
Yeah.
Because there's money involved.
Yeah.
Ah. And hey, if you remember, can you get locked in then? Or do you get cheap drinks or something?
You say cheap, yes.
Yes. That's the biggest perk.
It is quite cheap.
Yeah.
And for the Topiary Club, how do you suggest to become a member? How should it be?
Oh, we have a little bit of feedback. You may gather we're experimenting with the mics here at the moment. We're trying to give you the best experience, and we're learning. Bear with us. we have Paulina on the blue mic.
Because of that they were together, no?
Yeah.
There we go.
So, what would you suggest to become a member in a new club, like the Topiary Club? How should it be?
I think a form is the same kind of thing.
Form. You think that will
Yeah.
encourage new people to join?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. It depends. It depends, I think. It
It
depends
dep-
who
Yeah.
who wants to
Depends
come.
the person,
Yeah,
what they want to do. Yeah.
yeah. I think some people might be happy to fill in a form. Some people
Exactly.
might think
Yeah.
it's a bit strange. So.
And I have another question, actually. What's the sort of average age? Because obviously we've got Maddie here, and for those of you who can't see, Maddie is a lot younger than me. Oh, goodness me.
God.
She
Younger
might
than
need...
me.
She's in double digits.
Yeah. Correct.
Younger than me.
But she's younger than my daughter as well. And I suppose historically I have had this image that social clubs are people of my age, 50 plus, shall we say. What's the truth? What age group in general do go to social clubs now?
In general, in my experience, it is older people, but
Yeah.
I'm in the minority when I go. But I think there are also people who have grown up as kids in them who still go and maybe take their kids there now, and it's become
Right.
like it's like a generational thing, I guess.
Yeah.
So like if you went when you were a kid, then you know what the environment's like and you appreciate that, so then you are more likely to take your kids there. So yeah.
And I do remember that when I was at FOCO about 6 months ago, there was a rockabilly band on. I don't remember their name, but that was the beauty. There were families there dancing, and the kids were up dancing, and everybody was enjoying themselves. It was such a beautiful, beautiful, fun evening. It was lovely. So, families, women, all age groups,
And
cheap, entertainment, bingo. What else?
maybe people that are outsiders, like me, and they don't belong to this generational family, how they can join a club?
Well, they can actually join by just coming to the club, and they pay a fee of, I don't know, £2 or £3 a night to take part in that entertainment.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what I did. I just turned up one night with my friend. 'Cause I was going, I want live music.
Yeah.
And we'd come off the back of lockdown, and there'd been
Yeah.
a distinct lack of live music. And the Focus Club was one of the first places that I was able to enjoy it again.
I think it's important that they get the people that are coming in and they're not members to get them to pay straight away, so they get used to it.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, the revenue's lost.
Right. We paid on the door as we came in.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Well, you pay on the bar. They've got a register. You
No,
just
so
fill in the register.
when they went to see a group,
Yeah.
non-members, you pay £3 to go in. Yes.
Yeah.
But if you become a member, you don't have to pay. You pay once, £5 a year,
And that's
and
it.
that's it. You can go as many times as you want.
Membership
Okay.
has its reward.
Exactly.
And did you feel like a member when you came in?
No, I didn't, because it was a one-off day, very definitely. But what I felt was that the members were part of a community.
Yeah.
And I thought how lucky these people are to be part of a community, and, I say big families all sitting around having a good evening out together. It was great to see. And I say I enjoyed the rockabilly band as well. We did have a little search for them on YouTube to see if we could give them a plug, but the fact that I don't remember their name doesn't help.
How the activities of the clubs are planned or decided? Maybe you can help the Topiary Club, because I can invent the activities, but maybe the members of the club will not be happy with that. How do you propose the activities of the club?
I think them.
So, go turn up at the door and then go from there to fill out the membership form, so that way. So, it's very easy to do and perfect. People would like to come in. That. So, it'd be nice to see ladies come in all the time. That, so easy to do. That's it, really.
They have, I think they have a committee, don't they? And they decide what to bring in the club. Yeah, and then they just put on where we say to play bingo? Yeah. They lay out what they call it?
Like a little
Yeah,
board.
they tell you what is coming on, you know, what groups or comedians or whatever.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Why? Why is it necessary?
Because if you're going to start taking money, then you need to have someone to control it. You need a secretary, etc., etc. So you need those people. They don't have to be paid, they can just be volunteers. But it's important, if you're going to start, to have that in place, so you're covered.
I think it does depend if you are taking in money though. Because I think if it's on a,
Well, that's right. If
yeah,
you're not taking
if
money,
it's not
then
money, then you don't
no,
you don't
there's
need
no
that. It's
need.
not the, yeah, it's not the same kind of thing. So yeah, it just depends what the kind of model would be
Yeah.
for the club.
But it is better for the club
Definitely.
if you're going to do that sort of thing,
Yeah.
to take money.
Yeah.
I mean, £5 a year. I mean, it's nothing,
Yeah.
is it? And you can do so much with that £5, you know, on what you need.
And I'm guessing most clubs probably do need to bring in a little bit of membership to pay for the room, do they? Does everybody have to bring in money?
Oh, I don't really know.
If we had a club here, we wouldn't have to do that, would we?
Well, you wouldn't have to do that.
I'm asking.
yeah.
But there would be a management structure here that is in charge of control. I suppose this is it. Whatever club you set up, if you start having money, you need to think about a structure to handle it. Yeah.
What I was thinking is not having any room to be a nomadic club. You think that would help? That would work? Have a nomadic club without any room, so I give up of money, I don't need money. This club doesn't have a space.
I
Think
don't
it
know.
will work?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue what you mean.
A club that is not fixed into a space or a room, so it doesn't need to charge for it.
Like you did at Sunny Sands. They basically just turn up and run the club. You know, so you don't have to. So, I mean, so you could go and Cheriton Park and have a club, Topiary Club, you know, have a social club and then say to the people maybe, right, we're going to meet at Canterbury Road Rec next week or the Sunny Sands and have a club down there. So you don't need any money. People could bring their own refreshments. And, yeah.
See,
I don't know about this.
Paulina is the nomad.
It's, yeah.
You think that would not work? Or, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think if you're going to have a club, it's essential to have some place where you're based. You can visit other places, but you need a place where you're based so you can refer to that place all the time. And then, of course, you're going to start charging.
That begs the question that people like to belong to some place.
Yes.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yes.
People don't want to be nomadic. They want to be rooted in their spot.
I mean, it's okay for you now. You do it in the summer. What about in winter? Where they're going to go? So they need a place, of course.
Can you let me out? Shall
Oh, okay.
I?
We have a very deep sofa here. Come and join us on our sofa and tell us about your social club. How deep is your social? How deep is your Deep.
Oh, very deep.
Tom's gone to stretch his legs outside.
You will pick up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you, how you feel about the idea of a nomadic club? Think it will work, or it needs to be rooted to a place?
It will work actually. Get some people in, run it, and do that way. So
Hang on, Graham. You love being somewhere, don't you? That you know.
if you what way?
You know, you want, what's the word? Familiarity, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
That's fair.
So if
I
you
know.
didn't know where you was going next week to the club,
No.
you wouldn't like that?
No.
Oh,
Actually, that's a very good point because, yeah, I get a bit lost. I get a bit anxious before I have to go to a new place. I need to check it out on the map beforehand. So, again, when I was Alina's age, nomadic was great. The older I get, I think a little bit of stability.
Yeah.
Interesting one.
Yeah, that's something I was going to say as well, because I think a nomadic club could work maybe with a younger group of
Mhm.
people who maybe aren't as focused on having like a fixed place to go to every week and really kind of having that place to have the community, who are more focused on just having like a place to meet friends for a few hours and then go away. So I know for like me, that would be something that I would be likely to go to. My friends, that's something that would appeal to them.
Mm.
So I think it is very
That is-
maybe generation based
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I remember in Coventry we had, well, it was part of a larger thing, but it was a language cafe, and that was something where once a month we met in a cafe, but then we would go off to the park, and people would be able to go for walks in the park and that. But that was, yeah, a younger group generally, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering maybe if it's outside a place, then new members can join more easily, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also I was wondering about the familiarity you were saying. What needs to build that familiarity? How you build that, and why it's important in a club?
How do we build familiarity? Wow. That's the million-dollar question, really, isn't it?
by going there lots of times.
Yeah.
It has to be cozy, or
No, I think people like to see that it's the same. You know, they recognise it. It's in
Yeah.
the same spot. It hasn't moved because people.
Yeah.
You know, we had lots of like the Odd Fellas, and we had that one, the British Legion Club in Risborough Lane. That went. That's all flats now. I mean, when I grew up, we were dancing ska in there to the specials and all sorts of things like that. And then there was a club, the Odd Fellas. Actually, I went to. It was like they had the Masons in there as well. So they invited the kids in there to do. Well, I didn't like that actually, because I'd knock on the door and some guy opened the door up and you had to say some special word. I didn't go again. But
Yeah.
we've
been there.
That's it. You know, it gets a bit kind of what do you call it? It's a bit kind of incestuous, isn't it? It's incestuous. So it's a kind of thing. You know, I've lived around here all my life, so I know. You know, I know lots of people, and you recognise them. You know, so familiarity. That's why some people live in their house for 40 years, because they just couldn't possibly move.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the question was, but there you go.
It was how do we encourage familiarity within a club, and it's about being welcoming, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was something that you said there that we got a little bit of dancing. Oh, are we extending the show, are we?
Yeah, extended.
All right. I had a really good question, but it's disappeared from me. Unextend.
and if you also have questions about Sofiari Social Club or how to build a club, you can also
It was something along the lines of if somebody wanted to do a club, what would they do next? Yeah, I mean, basically, if somebody's thinking I would, well, because there's the social clubs, as in the working men's clubs, and that. What would you call yours, Maddie? Is there a sort of generic name for?
No, I'm not really sure. It's like a working men's club.
Yeah,
It's that similar vibe.
the
Yeah.
history of the working men's club, but with the inclusivity of the 2020s. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So there's that sort of a club. And then there's also now the Topiary Club and the idea of creating a new social connection, which is Paulina's baby, really. So where do we go from here for that?
no, that's why I'm asking you help.
Well, it's the Rising Club we're talking about.
Okay. We can do a club here or wherever. I think we're going to start one here.
This looks good.
Yeah, I
This-
think so.
Yeah, we have some positive smiles and some
Yeah.
some very good nodding going on here. Yeah, that's good.
So then, how many clubs will you belong to? Like
At the
5?
moment,
A lot? Two at the moment. You can belong to multiple clubs.
You want to?
What we need is people to let us know what clubs we would like, really, as well. Can people tell us that, Mark? If we're if we're looking at clubs, if we want to find out about other clubs, can people let us know in any way?
What, on here?
Yeah.
No, now?
Well, today, now, or in the future.
Being used up. They could on United Response Facebook page, Community Network Facebook page.
Community Network Facebook page. Right, so that's where people would need to look first off to find out about what we're doing. And will they be able to find out more? Where can they find out more about Sandgate Club and FOCA if they want to? Come
We
here.
are going to start here.
See?
We are communicating. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Community Network in Cheriton, next door to One Stop.
Yeah.
I'm not advertising One Stop, but it's next door to One
Yes.
Stop. And the hairdressers, the wonderful
That's it.
hairdressers, which is all very lovely. Everyone's really lovely around here, you know, so everyone's very welcoming, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's quite interesting actually that people need to belong, don't they?
Yes, I think so.
They need to
I don't
belong to a
think
club.
This place is used enough for what it's meant. You know what I mean?
Ah, but it's a charity, United Response run this place,
Yeah.
and it's for the people we support, firstly,
Yeah.
to mix with the people of the community. So we've only just opened up again, so, I mean, that's right what you say.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, before the lockdown, we had singing groups, open mics,
Yeah.
cinema nights, you know. So out of 30 people we had in the community singing group, might have had 2 or 3 from United Response, which is great because then people are mixing with the community. So that is the #1 priority. So, you know, Graham's supported by United Response, if he doesn't mind me saying that. So it's great. Graham has a great, you know, involvement here. He does everything actually.
What's that? Oh, well.
Washes up.
Wash up, do gardening, do full show on Mondays and do the same on Fridays.
Do you like to belong, Graham? Do you like to feel you belong somewhere?
No.
You don't?
I would be my own boss.
You like well, we know that much, don't we? We know that much,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah. But what about meeting the people of the community?
Yeah, I
and that?
always meet people.
you enjoy that?
Yeah, I
Meeting
enjoy it. I do.
Meeting
all the
new
time.
people and stuff.
Yeah, so enjoyable.
Yeah, excellent
Yeah.
stuff. There we go. And I expect people like to meet you as well.
Thanks, so.
That's it. We all like to meet each other.
And in the club that you want to create now, who will be invited to the club?
Already we have 5 people from HBK, we have before. So we can bring them in and then other people from here or,
Because although we finished today, it was our last meeting, because of the numbers that we had, we couldn't keep it up because we have to pay for the hall. And we couldn't keep it up money-wise with the people that's come. But when we mentioned that we would keep in touch by having coffee mornings, everyone said, yes, please. So therefore I assume they would come to this place.
they're willing to belong somewhere. We're good, I think so, we are going to.
Well, only
I
up-
don't know if it's been discussed with the bosses yet, but
It only
Up
happened.
to the ladies.
It only happened today.
I know, but we already, I spoke to the lady.
it's a
and
dynamic
she was-
situation.
Yeah.
We're going with the flow.
Exactly.
We are in the flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being in the flow. The moment.
Yeah.
The moment indeed. Carry on. Where are we going then? Keep going. Share the song.
You see, this was me. It's like a hot sunny day, and we're talking about clubs, and and I just wanted a little bit of Wham and Pretty Boys and sunny weather and music in the streets and Club Tropicana. It's a very slow start, though. You want to let me talk over this for about 45 seconds, in actual fact. I did check how long it took before it came in.
I'd prefer more Tina Turner.
More Tina Turner. Well, you see, we've had legs for you, and now we're going to have
So your club will be...
young blood.
All right.
Old young blood. Coming in. It's slowly building. You can feel it. Yeah, it is. It's coming. Okay, well, that's just given us a moment to work out what we're doing next and to get a little bit of feedback. We were going to be so polished then. We were just going to go to a track. We were going to work out what we were doing. We were going to come back all slick. Maddie.
But it all works all right.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's wonderful. So, Maddie, we know we've got one new club.
Yeah.
If you had your dream, or you were to be setting up a new club, what would you be doing? What's your plan?
I think if I could make a club, I would want it to, like, you get a lot of, like, activities in clubs that are kind of like bingo, quizzes, like very typical activities which are great, but I think I would want to maybe bring in some new things, like maybe things that people haven't tried before, like just like sports that people haven't tried, new activities that people can try out once, and then if they don't like it, they never have to do that again, or it's something that they can get involved in then. And so I think that would be my idea for a club, just something that introduces some new things to people. Like we were saying earlier about knitting as well.
Yeah.
Like a knitting club, like lots of kind of like little things like that, and sort of just let people try out new activities, because people get stuck in a rut quite often with things. So it'd be good to do some new things.
Some new things.
Yeah.
So you say sport,
Yeah.
and we know Graham likes football, but what other sports? I mean, I do Qigong. I'm all,
Amazing.
It's not technically a sport. Well, it's a sport. It's a sport, martial arts, some people. If I were to be thinking about setting that up as a club, what would I need to think about then? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I think Paulina's idea of like having an outdoor thing where it's like a nomad thing, you can just turn up and maybe play a sport and go home, but that still be part of the club. I think that's quite a good idea. Like I'd love to see like a five-a-side football type thing, and just have people show up and have a little community around that, and then maybe have a base then that everyone can have a drink together, so they can have an activity together outside, and then come and sort of just socialise in a different way as well.
Well, and just as we say five-a-side football, the topiary footballs are joining us. Right, I have a beautiful topiary football here. Do you play football yourself, Maddie?
Yeah, I do.
So is there a five-a-side league or anything?
I believe there is. Yeah, I don't play in anything like structured like that, but yeah, I think there is things like that. But I think it'd be nice to have something that's not really kind of focused on competition, more just focused on people just hanging out and kind of having a bit of a kick around with no experience necessarily or anything like that.
Because it's another one of those things that when my daughter was 10, and she was playing football, but then she had to stop playing football because the teams had turned into the boys' teams and she wasn't wanted anymore, and there weren't enough girls to play in a team for her. So it's again, the 2020s are a good time for being able to go out and do things you weren't able to do before, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah. I think it'd be great just to have like a place where anyone can feel welcome and not like they're going to be kind of leveled out on competition, that they're going to be like outskilled by anyone, or that they're not welcome because they've not done it before. I think it'd be good just to have somewhere that people can go and try new stuff and work out new things that interest them.
All right, so if you're interested, let us know here, and you never know, something might come out of it.
And for you, which was your favorite club that you want to create? How it will be?
I normally do football on Tuesdays and Wednesdays actually, so that's what I normally do. Sometimes gives me out that many people all the time, and I normally do pool as well on the Mondays, and I'll try and encourage people to come play football, especially on Tuesdays if they can.
Indoor curling we did, didn't we?
Yeah, indoor curling we did before we shut down. That was quite good actually. So we used to wait for people in Saturday when it stopped. So we enjoyed it. That did. So have memories. So,
Do you play now?
no,
You don't play football now?
I do play football twice a week.
You play it twice a week?
Yeah, Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
No. And unfortunately, there's supposed to be a tournament on Sunday that's been cancelled because due to the heat.
Oh, the heat.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm not that disappointed, so not today. We'll be up. Yep.
Keep going.
Keep going. How much time have we got left?
Well, actually, the thing I say, we are surrounded by these wonderful topiary balls that Paulina produced.
We should thank Paulina.
And we should thank her very much for getting things going. Yeah.
Because we met you before.
And she has created this wonderful display of the topiary balls.
Yes.
And they have been hung on thread, which was threaded up with a fisherman's knot. That
Cadeneta.
Caleneta?
I only know the Spanish word.
It was a fisherman's knot, and you were taught it by, was it Alan at the Fisherman's Museum? Yeah. And you should, well, actually, you might, if you look at the photos on Facebook, you'll see the lovely Paulina doing amazing things as she threads knots for all of these topiary balls. And then she's off to Amsterdam, you know.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask that. Thank you for the explanation of the knot. But I wanted to ask you if you would like to join the Topiary Social Club. If you think, I thank you for the suggestions. I think it has to be improved to be more familiar, to be more welcoming. But would you like to join the club?
Yes.
We have nodding heads. Oh, we have very definite not shaking his head.
Why not? Why don't you want to?
I don't join clubs.
Why not?
No?
This is a good conversation.
Only got a minute left.
But tell us for a preview for the next show.
Yeah, so I just don't. I don't know what else to say really.
If we had a club, you would not.
No, I wouldn't come. No.
Why?
Because I'm just not interested.
Would you participate?
Are you not interested to meet people?
Not really. No.
But I think you are participating now in the activity of the club.
Yes, because I work here.
Okay, so you work here, so you will be here, Bon.
Oh, well, I might be. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's on a Wednesday or Thursday, I won't be here.
No, it's not going to be.
No.
It's Friday, so you will be here.
I will be on a Friday. Yeah, unless I'm on annual
It's an
leave.
obligatory member of the club.
So you will be here.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's
Good ending then.
Yes.
20 seconds.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for coming down and joining.
For listening. Anybody's out there listening, thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Blackbird. Bye bye. Oh dear.